You know, Tessica, as a black woman and your hair, dealing with your hair, could you just express to people why you how important it is to have your hair look a certain type of way?
Listen, if anybody know me, you can probably go like on my Instagram or Facebook. I have a serious thing for hair. Hair makes me feel, I love hair. Like my sisters, nobody want me to do their hair because they're not gonna move. Because any type of flyaway, I'm gonna get it together. So if you know you want me to do something here, we gonna be here for a minute. So I mean, I love,
Oh,
love,
yes.
love. I love my hair. I love everything about hair. And if I would have just like, I'm not my hair, and didn't worry about the flyaway and just left out like that, or even put a hat and just walked out,
Right.
I wouldn't be going through this. I mean,
Right.
I'm glad I'm talking to y'all. Like, I love y'all. But all the other stuff, man, my baby going to school, getting made fun of. I would
Talk
I would
about
take
that.
all
How
that,
you because
all of that
people have
back.
to realize. Well, first of all, people didn't know. They thought you were younger than what you are. Okay,
They
so
did.
people were
They
surprised
did.
by that, and you had to deal with all of this, and your mother and your children. Talk a little bit more about what your kids had to go through.
Well, you had the picture going out about I had the big old bald spot at the top. So before they went to school, I'm like, hey, look, y'all know that's not me. I still have this stuff on my head. That's not me. So when you go to school, if somebody tell you something, you know that's not me. So let it go. But hey, if you get in trouble, now you got to deal with me because I'm telling you to let it go. All right. My little girl came home from school, and I looked at him like, what's wrong with you? She fell in my arms. She's crying. So I'm looking at her like, what? What's wrong, Asian? She said, wait, hold on. She said, they were singing the song because, of course, they got the Gorilla Glue song. They were singing the song, and they were singing it in her face. So I told her, don't worry about it. Next time they sing it, we're going to learn the song. You sing it with them. So I got her to stop crying. But then I go in the bathroom. Now I'm crying because I'm the reason that my baby going through this.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot.
You
It's a
know,
lot.
people make
Tessica.
people make mistakes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
And
It is
and
a lot
I
to
even
deal
said,
with.
I even said it on the video. Like, this was a big mistake. Like,
Yeah, you were like, don't do this. We heard you. And Tessica,
Yeah,
so many
we
people
hear you.
obviously are supporting you and they've rallied behind you because like Garcelle just said, everybody makes mistakes. And the proof of that is obviously your GoFundMe page that has raised over $20,000. You had people really supporting you. And it was actually reported that you're going to be donating the majority of that money to charity. So what went into making that decision?
Well, I just felt like for Dr. OBeng to get me out there and do this whole thing for free, somebody before me had to donate money. So I'm going to donate mine for the next person that can't afford whatever surgery they need. And he can perform the surgery on them for free, like he did for me. And even with that, people were saying, oh, she's just doing that because she want clout. Still with the clout, like, it's like I can't win. My thing is, listen, I have a dance team. Dazzling Divas, period. The dance team. We, before Corona, every month we'll go out to the elderly, the sick and the shut-in. We handing out fruit baskets. They're performing for the elderly. We go into the nursing homes, old folks homes. I even made a post if anybody want to donate toiletries. Like, I'm going to these places. Like, this is me. I give back a lot. Who you are. Even my little sister was like, this couldn't have happened to a better person. I have the daycare. I have a raffle going right now. I started the raffle last year, and this is another raffle for this year. I have somebody can win daycare free for a whole year.
So you wasn't doing it for the money.
No, you're not doing it for the money, but it shows your heart in donating that and paying it forward for somebody else. And I think people have to, focus on that, right?
Right.
I have to read this. Gorilla Glue did release a statement saying, in part, that they were sorry to hear about the unfortunate incident that their product is not indicated for use in or on hair. Tessica, that's actually been reports that you maybe filing a lawsuit against Gorilla Glue for what happened. Is there any truth to that? This is the time for you to clear it up.
Absolutely none. I don't even know where it came from. I said in the video, like, I sprayed this on my head. I made a bad decision. It was a big mistake. Never say, oh, well, Gorilla Glue, you know, I never said that. I mean, never, not one time did I call a lawyer, hey, you know, it didn't say hair on a can, so let's see where we go from this. Listen, I've been in wrecks, like car accidents. And if I'm not hurt, I'm not suing.
Anybody, right?
You know, I know people that'll get in a car accident, oh, we suing just because. If I'm not hurt, I'm not suing. I mean, yes, my head was tight, but again, Gorilla didn't come to my door and say, hey, come here, let's spray this, that'll hurt. I didn't.
Tessica, did you ever contact the company by tweet or anything, or was that someone else that contacted Gorilla Glue?
It had to be somebody else because it wasn't me. Again, I was scared to tell my mama. So
okay,
because I would have thought that you would maybe reached out to see if they have a formula that undoes what they're supposed to do.
We called poison control, and you know they were saying about the alcohol, but the thing is, my head was tingling so bad, so I'm scared to put anything on it. Even like when I went to the emergency room, they started with like the nail polish removal pads.
Yeah.
It burned so bad, so my heart was racing. So she would stop. She'll put the saline water on it and cool it down. And she was telling me, hey, we could be here for about 20 hours. So I'm asking her, can I go home? Can you give me the stuff? And I go home and my sisters do it. She gave me the stuff. She even told me I go on Amazon and order more, but one of my friends came and Jessica, she gave me like a big bottle of it. But it burns so bad. So it's either I'm gonna have a heart attack and die, or I can just let this grow out and cut it. Because we even tried to cut it. And to get under it, I pretty much would have been bleeding, scalp myself to get under the hair itself.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Oh my God,
Wow.
Tessica, this is why I'm so thankful to have you on, to hear from you yourself the truth and the story, and to really understand how cruel social media can be, and to hopefully just teach people out there to have a bit more empathy with these stories and what women go through, particularly Black women go through, for your beauty. And God, this is something we all can relate to. I can think about a million times that I've used the wrong products to fix. I mean, from Sharpie for my eyeliner to real super glue for my nails or my teeth. I've done crazy things. So I feel like you're teaching me a personal lesson, Tessica, and I'm so thankful that you're sharing your story with us.
We're having a fascinating discussion with Tessica Brown, the woman who went viral after using Gorilla Glue mistakenly on her hair. And now we're joined by the man who helped her get it out. Let's give a big warm welcome to Beverly Hills plastic surgeon, Dr. Michael K. OBeng. Doctor, oh, look at you. Okay.
Hey, Dr. OBeng.
Okay.
Dr. OBeng. Now, thank you, first of all, for helping Tessica. When did you first hear about Tessica's case?
Thank you guys for having me on the show. Tessica, you are looking great this morning.
Thank you, sir.
I first heard about Tessica's ordeal on last Monday, when Natasha, my patient coordinator, brought it to our attention that there is a girl who has Gorilla Glue in her hair, and her hair is all matted together and stuck to her scalp. Can you help her? And I said, of course. I thought she was joking. I said, let's get back to work. She said, doctor, I'm really serious. I said, yes, I can do it. Let's go. Within 2 to 3 hours, Jessica's people, have reached out to us to see if we can really do it. And I said, yes, I can do it. And that's how it all started.
Wow. Dr. OBeng, can you describe the process you went through in order to remove the glue from Tessica's hair?
I'm not very familiar with Gorilla Glue. So when we first heard about it, I had to do a little research. I looked into the components, what makes up Gorilla Glue. I read a little bit about it. I went back to my old days in chemistry. I have a degree in chemistry. Looked up a little bit about what can dissolve the main ingredients in Gorilla Glue, which happens to be polyurethane. I also made a phone call to Gorilla Glue just to make sure that I'm not doing something to deviate from their protocols. So they told me that somebody from the R&D department will reach out to me, and they did. But before that, my office, everybody got involved. After I found out I can break it down to different compounds, I sent my assistant, Oscar. He went to Home Depot and bought all the things that we needed. We put it together on Monday night. I started working on it on Tuesday night. We were gracious enough to get donated hair from the Southern Temple, which happens to be right here in Los Angeles. They brought me human hair. I had a skull. And we used Gorilla Glue and we just spray on top, underneath the hair and also on top of the skull. And we stuck the human hair onto the skull. I then added hair extensions and we sprayed more Gorilla Glue. So now we had a simulation of what we are about to do. We tried the different chemicals. It was very easy. It came out after we have mixed up all the 4 different chemicals that I had in my possession. After that was done, now we had to test to make sure that it was not going to be causing chemical burns to the skin and also to the scalp.
Right.
We tried a little bit on myself, my assistant Oscar, and we were able to fine-tune the different concentrations to have a product that was mild to the skin, that was not harmful, and that was effective in dissolving the glue. And that's what we came up with. And that's what helped to get Tessica's hair untangled.
How long did it take for the whole operation?
It took me on my part about 2.5 hours. But of course, to go to get Tessica, in a state, in a relaxed state, it took about another hour. She had a lot of anxiety. She was nervous, and I don't blame her. She's been through a lot. After we were able to calm her down and for her to trust in us, we then went ahead and, started adding the chemicals. With the assistance of Oscar, we would dissolve it. We would work our hands through it. Oscar would use a comb and comb it out, and then we spray more stuff. We have more oil on top of it just to calm the scalp. She did have some damage to her edges. That was the most sensitive area. So those parts took a little more longer time than the rest of it. But overall, everything went well. She tolerated the procedure very well. She had no pain to very minimal pain. And after that, I could see how grateful, she showed gratitude, and gratitude goes a long way. And not remorse, but you can tell that Tessica was now back to herself, and just the tears of joy, really touched me. And Tessica, I know you're going to have full recovery. Continue to do what we talked about, and then just ignore all the people that are out there sending hate messages. But this can happen to everybody. This happens all the time.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Tessica, just looking at that video of you waking up and just being able to touch your own hair again, what was that like?
I don't think people would understand, how happy you are to touch. If your hair was matted for a month, look at that. Listen, that was like Merry Christmas,
Yeah.
It was,
I can only imagine.
Definitely.
Wow.
And I think, Dr. OBeng, I thank you so much. I was trying to write you a letter, but I think it's turning into a book at this point. It's like, it's like.
And I want to thank you. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of Restore, the Foundation for Reconstructive Surgery. Thank you for your donation. People don't understand, what this donation is going to do. For the last 14 years, we've gone to Africa and developing countries to do free reconstructive surgery. And, of course, it's a team effort. And people like yourself, people like the ladies on this show, okay, have made Restore where it is. And because of you guys and because of all my friends and well wishers and my patients here in Beverly Hills, we have restored over 1,500 people in 7 different countries and 3 different continents, all free of charge. And so this money is going to a very good use, and because of you, we can touch more people and help more people and improve communities. So thank you very much.
Amazing.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of paying it forward. I feel like the fact that you did the surgery pro bono for her, that's the paying it forward and her being able to give back to you, and then you can help other people. I love this story.
Definitely.
This is amazing.
Tessica, we are offering you a gift of a custom made wig, made to your head. So we've been in contact with your people, but I just wanted you to know that that's coming from all the ladies here at The Real. And it's my wig
Thank
maker.
y'all.
You'll be in good hands. Okay?
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
You are so welcome. Tessica, take care of yourself. Dr. Obeng, we want to thank you, both of you, for being here with us today. Please keep in touch with us and keep us updated on your journey, Tessica.